working posture. So from here we're going to go into right angle. So you're going to take your body into a right angle pose. So you're hinging from the hip. Go slowly, don't go too fast, you don't want to pull any muscles. So you want to imagine that you're in that right angle position. Keep your arms at the side of your body. You still want to feel like you're pinching that pen in between your shoulder blades. Okay? Don't forget to breathe. Try not to hold your breath. You should start to feel a slight stretch down your hamstrings. It should feel quite nice. Everyone groans at me.
Getting on trade descriptions at now.
So, from here, I want you to bend your knees ever so slightly, not a massive bend. Rest your hands on your thighs and relax your upper body. So you're going to let your chin drop down to your chest, and you're going to work your hands down to the floor. Keep your legs bent at the moment. Let your head completely relax. So your neck is nice and relaxed, so you should be able to move your head from side to side. So from here, I want you to clasp your arms, like so. Like that. Okay? Keep your head there, and just breathe. And gradually try and straighten your legs a little bit with each breath. But if you can't straighten your legs, that's fine. It just means you've got tight hamstrings. So just straighten them to wherever's comfortable. Keep your head dangling there. And really try and relax that upper body. So if you've got a little sway from side to side, then that's good. And just feel a little release in those legs. Try not to lock your knees out too much if you are straightening your legs. Don't forget to breathe, don't hold your breath. So, from here I want you to bend your knees again. Bring your hands down to the floor. And I want you to step back with one leg. Knee goes down. And your hands at the side of your lead foot. Okay, so this is our low lunge. So just gauge how that feels to begin with. Some people this might be enough. Don't let the knee travel over the ankle, so you need a nice straight line there. And again, don't hold your breath. If you prefer to have your toes relaxed on that back foot, you can have your toes relaxed down at the back. If you think this isn't a deep enough stretch, you can come up and rest on your knee, but don't lean onto it, just all it is just there to keep your balance. So this is a hip flexor stretch. So if you are going to come all the way up, keep your back nice and straight. I'm going to come back down, so hands back down to the side of your lead foot. Flick your toes at the back. And what we're going to do is we're going to rock onto our back knee. And get that nice stretch down your leg that straight. There's a little bit of groaning going on there. So don't feel, if your hands are just barely touching the floor, that's fine. Just make sure your fingertips are there. You're also getting a stretch in your back foot by keeping your toes. Keeping your toes like that. So you're getting that stretch in the arch of your foot. So, take a breath in, and we're going to rock back to the front. From here, I want you to go into tabletop. This is the tabletop position. Okay? So you're on all hands into the mat. Push. Drop your chin down to your chest, and that's your cat stretch. And then from here, you go back to neutral spine. And then you're going to stick your bottom out, don't worry about who's watching. And bring your head up to the ceiling. And that's your cow. So we're going to turn that into a bit of a flow. So we're going to go from cow all the way through into cat. You might feel silly, but this is really good for your spine. So when you come through into cow, make sure the movement is starting at your bottom. You're not bending your arms. So just do that a few times. Don't forget to breathe. So breathe in as you go into cat. Breathe out as you go into your cow. So come back to neutral. So you're back in your neutral spine. So this time we're going into our low lunge again with your other leg. So bring it to the front. Even if you have to pick it up physically to bring it to the front, that's fine. Just sit here in your low lunge to begin with. See how it feels. Might feel really tight. If it feels tight, just stay there. If you feel like you're not getting any kind of stretch, then you can come up. Just rest lightly on your thigh. Remember to keep your back nice and straight, you're not leaning into it. So we're going to come back down. Hands on the floor, flick your toes at the back. This is when everyone groans at me, and we're going to rock back. Get that stretch. You should feel that in your calf, hamstring, and your foot. Okay. Go from there. Come back forward. Go back into your tabletop. So from here we're going to go into pigeon. So I want you to bring your left knee to the back of your left hand. And then bring your foot of your left foot diagonally across and walk your right foot back. So your heel should be somewhere near your groin. And we're going to work our way down to our elbows first. Some people this is enough, you can just stay there. If you feel like you're not getting much of a stretch, you can go all the way down and bring your forehead down to the floor. Don't forget to breathe. So you should feel some nice release there in that pigeon stretch and your glutes. So from there, we're going to work our way back onto your hands. You're going to walk that right foot back in, up to your heel, bring your foot back across, back into your tabletop. And now we're going to do the other side. So it's right knee to the back of your right hand. Your right foot goes diagonally across, and your left foot, you walk it back as far as comfortable, don't go too far. Down to your elbows first. One side is usually tighter than the other, don't worry, that feels really tight. And again, you can go all the way down. Put your forehead down. elbows come down. Keep your bottom sticking up, okay? So the whole time, your bottom needs to be the highest point, and you're going to work your way down to slide your arms forward, and if it's comfortable enough to pop your forehead down to your mat, and you should feel a nice stretch across your chest, shoulders, your arms. And if there's anyone that's super flexible, you can go even further and try and get your chin down. And just try and breathe there. Don't hold your breath. So, to come back out, walk your hands back in. And all we're going to do from here, come all the way back, bring your hands to the side of your body and into child's pose. So you can have your head at the side like me, or you can pop your forehead down, depends which is more comfortable. That's it, well done. Work your way up slowly.